Hi, I'm Brandon. I love Lifetime Christmas movies.
I'm Patrick Serrano, and I am a Lifetime movie expert.
I'm Dan, and I despise Lifetime Christmas movies, and this is the
Deck the Lifetime Encore podcast. Get on your feet, Santa. Get moving. Get moving. First you eat one cookie, then you eat another cookie, then you ho, ho, ho. Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Deck the Lifetime Uncorks. It's been a full week. Lots of episodes. A couple of two-a-days. Could we have taken Sunday off? Yes.
This is what I call my break episodes, where I just show up. It's the one time that I just roll in and I go. It's what I imagine you felt like during History of His Story.
But this also feels like my break episode because I get to not write a synopsis.
Yeah.
I just get to watch it and follow along with LifetimeOnCourt.com.
For all the money in the world, I couldn't tell you what movie we're reviewing today. I couldn't tell you the name of it, who's in it, nothing. I know that Lifetime Christmas movies are going to have their first sex scene this year, and I learned that through the Double Decker Facebook group.
Goodness.
And that is the only thing I know about Lifetime Christmas movies.
Well, it's not this movie, but Terry Hatcher, she could do anything.
Isn't it Terry Hatcher movie?
This movie is, yes.
Okay.
This is the Terry Hatcher movie. But I think she would do a sex scene. Why not?
Isn't it your Lifetime rival that's doing the sex scene?
Oh no, Jana. Me and Jana are fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
Okay. I was under the impression you were rivals.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do have a rival, but I forget who it is.
Are you sure it's not her?
Sometimes with with head injuries,
The girl with the blonde, like curly hair.
Blonde hair.
She's curly hair. She's in a handful of them. She was on 90210.
Tori Spelling?
No.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. I do.
She's been in a movie with AWOC, right? Hasn't she been in a movie with Andrew Walker at one point? I think so.
I'm glad we're doing this
No,
live.
she would never.
She would never.
She would never.
Oh, can you tell Patrick also
Yeah.
last night
Aaron watched the Ashley Simpson QVC Plus Christmas movie. How was it?
Not enough Ashley.
Well, we're gonna watch it next year for Deck the Hallmark, obviously. Not enough Ashley Simpson is the hot take. We obviously, you remember watching Holly and the Hot Chocolate from QVC Plus.
Of course, a question of chives. How could I forget?
We'll be watching Ashley Simpson's QVC Plus movie next year, 2024 on a Monday. Lots to get to.
Good for QVC. Good for QVC and for Ashley. I'm happy for them.
It's Anna Lynn McCord. Anna Lynn McCord is who we're looking for.
Hater.
Anyone with three names, you can't trust them.
Hate her so much, she forgot her name.
Yeah.
Exactly.
To what you were saying about this movie in the title, I watched it and I know the general words in the title. It's some variation of a Chalet Christmas, but I don't know the actual way in which those words get broken up.
You had the right words. It's Christmas at the Chalet.
Christmas at the Chalet. Could have been a Chalet Christmas.
Or a Christmas Chalet.
It could have been all those. I think
things.
A Christmas Chalet was the Hallmark a couple years ago.
Yeah. That's Chateau Christmas.
Okay, Chateau Christmas. What's the difference between a chateau and a chalet?
I have no idea for all the money in the world once again.
It has something to do with skiing. I would
something
assume.
to do with skiing. So you only ski at chalets. You don't ski at chateaus.
You couldn't.
I mean, if I had to, say,
you couldn't. Yeah. You couldn't under any circumstance.
You could not.
They wouldn't let you check in.
Chateau.
They wouldn't let you check in.
Maybe you could water ski at a chateau.
Check in at a chateau.
Take your skis and kick it up the road.
Wow.
Ski your way down.
Yeah.
And never come back up. They're very serious about it over there at the chalets. Terry Hatcher's in this movie. Who else is in this movie, Patrick?
Terry Hatcher was the only one I wrote down.
Fair enough. She's the only one that matters. There are other people doing other things in this movie. This is the Terry Hatcher show.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't even know her character name because I wrote Terry Hatcher the whole time.
This is the second Terry Hatcher movie we've reviewed this month.
This is the second? No. That was back in November.
We're in December, and I knew that, and we all knew that.
Yes,
we did. It's
been
been December for a while now. 2 whole days.
Terry Hatcher, she was in that Roku Christmas movie. Did you see that yet?
I don't have Roku.
It's not tough
And I
to
don't
get
think-
it.
I
That's
don't-
a free.
I don't
It's,
think
it's
I-
a free thing.
but
You could
also
just-
you can skip it.
You know, there's nothing that's been on Roku that I'm like, oh, I gotta download that, whatever that is.
Terry Hatcher.
I don't want.
the holiday shift is Aaron is yelling. There's a TV show, a Christmas TV show this year that they did that's quite good.
People seem to really like it.
Okay.
Let's talk.
Well, that's great.
Let's talk Terry Hatcher. Let's talk. A Christmas at the Chalet.
Christmas at the Chalet.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Okay, so jumping right in, we have Terry, our girl Terry. She starts off the movie baking, like it's very intense baking that she's doing, and you think, oh, she's a baker. She's like got a bakery or a cookie shop.
They look good.
No,
The cookies look good.
She was going in on detail on like the icing and everything. Like this, I like did not read the synopsis, and I was like, oh, a baking movie, great. It had nothing to do with the movie. She just was baking
She's
for
just
de-stressing
she's
for the
just
holidays.
good at
you know?
that stuff.
Yeah. She's just a baker.
Nothing to do with the movie, nothing to do with her talent, nothing to do with anything. It doesn't even come back.
Wow. There you have it.
I guess Terry just wanted to bake. So as she's baking, her hot son comes in. His name's George.
Interesting.
Her hot
Um,
son.
You thought George was hot?
Well, he's the hot person of the movie, besides Terry.
No. You didn't think either of the two hunky older fellows were hotter than
you're
George?
Right, you're right. The ex-husband.
You've
was
lost
really
your
hot.
mind if George is the hot one of the movie. Sorry, George.
I'm
You're
thinking-
great, bud.
Yeah.
You look great.
You were really throwing some shade at George here.
George is clearly better looking than me,
Whoa.
but listen.
You hate George. Okay, you're right. I didn't write hot son. I just added that on the fly. I mean, maybe I'm remembering. Or I'll have to scroll down and look at one of the screenshots I took.
I gotta look this up now. I'm listening, but I'm also looking at IMDb.
Yes. I recall him being very handsome, but you guys know what? You know what it is. I watched Saltburn.
Here he is. Here's
last
George.
night.
Here's George.
Okay. What'd you
Yeah.
think of Saltburn? I've not seen it yet.
So I would not recommend it for the Deck the Hallmark crowd. Unless you're into like art housey movie, it might be a little too intense. I was alone in the theater
Ooh.
and I felt very uncomfortable just being there watching it. I was like, am I allowed to watch this in public?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's the director that did Promising Young Woman, which is also it's a great movie, but a really tough watch in some moments.
Exactly.
So
that's how I would summarize it.
the guy that plays George is the bandit turned mercantile worker in When Calls the Heart.
Maybe that's what it was.
And-
Maybe it was
and-
immediate.
and-
It was an
but-
immediate turnoff.
But 50-year-old hottie Dan Payne is in this movie.
What's funny?
Dan Payne is,
Yeah.
dude, I can't
Yeah.
believe
Oh,
he's in
yeah.
his 50s.
He's amazing. He's amazing in this movie. I will say, on When Calls the Heart, he's the hot burglar.
Hot burglar, that's right. He looks like Miguel from Cobra Kai.
He does.
Is what he looks like.
He does got a scotch.
He looks like Blue Beetle.
Yeah, Blue
Yeah.
Beetle.
Yeah, I love the hair. I love the
Great hair.
Maybe I'm just having hair envy. Anyways, he's a very hip son. He's got great hair, and he tells his mom, he's like, "Oh, you should really be like on social media more. Like, you need to like have a presence." And she's like, "Ha ha ha." He records her baking. She's like, "Ooh, look at me baking. Oh, how fun am I?" And I guess it like goes. It doesn't necessarily go viral, but I guess she gets some type of following where she's gonna become an influencer.
But she also has she was famous at one time, right? Like she was a
Yeah, I think
TV personality of sorts
like a Katie Couric,
who's kind of like
a Katie
faded
Couric.
away
Okay.
and is now like her son is like, you should get on the social media. You could kind of keep your career going, do a little influencing. And she takes that
Imagine
to heart.
Katie Couric
Imagine Katie Couric.
doing it.
What?
Imagine Katie Couric
No.
having a TikTok. Okay. So she's like, okay, this is great. He also invites her to Aspen because his dad, they're divorced, is taking him, and Terry Hatcher does not get her son for Christmas. And she's like, I don't know. I don't really want to spend time with your dad. I don't really like him.
Can you imagine a world where
then-
Terry Hatcher doesn't get her son for Christmas? It's Terry Hatcher.
I mean, it's
Terry Hatcher gets
Terry
whatever she
Hatcher.
wants.
She sure does.
It's Lois
but
Lane
you know what
people.
You know what she doesn't get for Christmas? A boyfriend, because her boyfriend dumps her.
Oh.
Peter, and I thought Peter was important, so I wrote down his name. He doesn't come back or show up at any time.
Good.
He breaks up with her with a bouquet of flowers, which I must say is very thoughtful. And the note is like, sorry, I'm breaking up with you, but here's some flowers. And that is the best way to break up with somebody.
Nothing
What do you think?
says our love is dead like flowers that will live slightly longer. And then they'll die as
And
well.
at least you got flowers.
At least you
out
got
of the
flowers
deal,
out
right?
of the gig for just a little bit.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it. So Terry's
What's your
like,
flower
okay,
of
well,
choice, Patrick?
I like gardenias. I like the baby's breath. I like.
Can we talk about how dumb flower names are? Like, they expect us to say we like baby's breath. Like, we like peonies. Like, stop. Like, somebody's played a trick on us. The flower folks that came up with flower names, it was a big trick. A big trick. We'll call this one baby.
Big Flower is
Big Flower came up with baby breath, and they said this is going to be hilarious, and it is.
Yep, they sure did. Yes. So she must have put the flowers like in a vase, and then decided that she was going to go to Aspen, and she shows up in this like really cute ski outfit. She's looking amazing, and she's leaving the airport. She tries to bum a ride from this handsome man. This guy was handsome, and his name's Eric Tremblay, and he's like, sorry, I can't give you a ride. I have all these boxes of wine. I'm a wine guy or something. We don't really
He's
know
a
who he
wine
is.
guy or something.
Look at this guy. He's a guy who's kind of just like,
He looks a little bit like the dude in Succession in that picture.
yeah.
Sorry,
I
go
like
ahead.
him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
he's a
of.
very calm
And
presence, I will say.
Yeah, he has a ton of wine though, and he's like, "Wait, are you a guest at blah 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 Chalet?" And she's like, "Yes, I am." And he's like, "Never mind, you can take the cab. I'll just carry these boxes and walk the 10 miles myself." And she gets the cab. She's like, "Thank you, kind sir," and leaves him. And she gets to the hotel, and there's like a straight up child greeting her at the desk. And I'm like, "Oh no, is this a cute kid movie?" The kid's like, "I can't find your reservation. I don't know what to do. I'm a kid." And Terry's like, okay, yeah, I should probably speak to an adult. And the guy shows up with the wine. He's the kid's uncle, and they find out that they're fully booked. He owns the chalet. He didn't give her the ride he gave her the ride because he found out she was a customer. So
Yeah, it's just
He
weird
says,
though, right?
like-
Like, if you know that you
Yeah.
only have a little girl running the front desk, wouldn't that like
need to
make you
get
feel
back
like I need to
sooner.
get back.
Yeah.
I need to beat her. I need to get there
Yeah.
before she does.
Right. Yeah, I left this 7-year-old in charge.
I mean, she's great. This 7-year-old
Oh.
is quality, and she's able to do the job
did
to the
all-
best of
she
her
did all her
ability.
things.
There's nothing else she could have done because she's not the owner. He is.
He is.
Should have been
He
there.
gave his cab to someone at the chalet.
Yes.
So he can't. There's
knowing
nothing he can
full
do about
well
that.
she would check in with the little girl.
Yes.
It'd be a big funny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think he was kind of messing with her a little bit. But basically, they're like, literally, we have no rooms. We do have this one room opened because our chalet girl has left.
Do you know about
for
this?
the holiday season?
You know about this?
Hear
You know
about
there's-
this one?
There's a chalet.
Did you know there's something called a chalet girl?
No, no idea.
Apparently-
that
It
sounds
should
like
be
a
a
Sugar
song.
Ray song.
A chalet girl. Apparently, chalet girls or people. The
Chalet
little
people.
girl does
Chalet
say.
people,
The little girl does say, or people. It doesn't have to be a girl. They like clean the chalet, and they call them chalet girls.
Yeah, they're basically like doing little tasks around the chalet.
I didn't like it.
I don't love it.
And it was a conversation that went on for what felt like a long time to me. Them saying chalet girl, they said it a lot of times back to back to back.
Yeah, a lot. You know what I would love? Terry Hatcher doing a cover of Material Girl, but Chalet Girl in the credits.
Cleaning things and scrubbing toilets. I am just a chalet girl.
Perfect.
Thank you.
perfect.
Nailed it.
And she's like, well, she like tries to bribe them. She's like, okay, well, how about I just stay there? They're like, your money's no good here. Like literally, your money's no good here. And
What do you
then
mean literally?
the
Like her
kid's
money, the money she has in her pockets
It's no good here.
cannot be used as legal tender at this establishment.
Not here.
there's no rooms. They don't take bribes. Okay,
Yeah.
they're not the mob.
Yeah, they're not going to kick someone out because she.
But that's not a money. That's just
It's no good here.
okay, whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah. And the kid's like, why don't you be the chalet girl and then you can stay in the room? And Terry Hatcher's like, I think that I could do it. Yeah, I was on the PTA when I had my son, and I did that pretty well. So I think I could do it. And Peter's like, I don't know. You're Katie Couric coming in to be the chalet girl. And she's like, oh no, I'm down. Let's get to work. What do I need to do? She point me in the right direction. And then they start doing all this stuff, the cleaning the toilets. I don't know, scrubbing skis.
You want to know what's also
really,
pretty cool, Patrick, is they point us in another direction. Do you want to know what that direction is?
What is
the
it?
direction of a break. We'll be right back.
Oh my God.
We'll be right back. I thought it was good.
My favorite part of going to a break is Patrick really doesn't know. He's the last person to know. Everyone listening knows. Everyone here knows. And Patrick is the last to find out that we're going to a break, always.
I feel like we were only talking for like 5
That's right.
minutes.
Yeah, time flies.
Time flies when you're talking
We're just
We'll
getting
call
started.
those ones daffodils. Come on, flower guy. Pervert.
Oh boy. Okay. So I don't know. So Terry Hatcher does a vlog. She stop.
Sorry.
She does a vlog. She shows her new uniform. She's not trying to hide the fact that she's a chalet girl. She's owning
She
it.
is.
Like,
She is caught onto
I work
social
here now.
media so much faster than any of our parents have. That's not a knock on our parents, but it's like when you first find out, if you were to hand your parents a phone and be like, "Hey, get the vlog in,"
Oh no.
you'd be getting calls left and right.
No,
She's just like, ready to go. Let's vlog it up. It's vlog o'clock.
my mom put LOL as a comment on somebody's funeral obituary because she thought he meant lots
boy.
of love.
Oh, that's very sweet. But sometimes you gotta spell it out. Like, 'cause, I mean, yeah, you're LOLing right now for real.
Oh my gosh, it's the best story. I
It's
love it
such a
so
great
much,
story.
and I love you so much.
Yeah.
I know. It's just like yeah, in TV we see a lot of parents like really struggling with tech. So it's nice to have Terry Hatcher be like, I got this, like whatever. That's not a plot point,
Right.
She's trying to figure out what to do, more like the content. Like she knows how to do social media, but she's trying to figure out her content. She doesn't want to be like Terry Hatcher, like former news reporter. She's like, I'm going to give you tips on how to be a chalet girl. And her first tip is decorate the Christmas tree to stripper music and like shake your booty while you do it.
What?
Like she puts on like 70s like music, like sexy music, and like shakes around and puts the lights on the tree. This literally
Did you
happened.
bring a clip?
No, I
But
didn't.
did you?
I didn't bring
Do you remember what it sounded like? Can you sing it for us?
It's like
Yeah, it's,
He did bring a
it's
clip.
like I'm there.
He did bring a clip. That was it. It was beautiful.
yeah. And also something that I loved was Terry Hatcher walks around the chalet all the time with a huge ring light on a stand.
Yeah.
She always
No matter
has a
what.
ring light. It's
Classic.
great.
Never plugged in, always with her.
Yeah.
She's like out on the slopes with the ring light, and I'm like, that ring light is definitely not plugged
doing
in.
any. Is that a
over there.
battery powered ring light?
Not a joke.
Oh my gosh.
Ring light
Yeah, it's real.
on the slopes.
It's real.
I mean, it's
That's
a great stand, regardless of the light.
It is a good stand, but you could just buy a stand for that. She also does tutorials on making the bed, folding napkins, skiing.
And it's taking off. Like this idea,
It is.
people are loving Katie Couric. trying to make a bed, like she's like, does the thing, like we've all done that with the bottom sheet where you put it on and the other one pops up and you're like, it's big funds.
We've all been there. If I had a nickel.
But vlogging it takes on a life of its own. That people are loving it, and
Totally different.
totally different.
And Terry Hatcher gets an offer from Eric, the Chalet owner, to have some ski lessons because he sees her out and he's like, "Yeah, you should ski." She's like, "I haven't skied in years, but I'll give it my best shot." And they do a little skiing, and she's like crashing into things, like screaming like "Pizza, French fry, pizza, French fry!"
Oh, they're doing the pizza French fry.
Pizza French fry.
Pizza French fry. Of course.
Yeah. I'm like, we were just talking about that, and Terry Hatcher is over here just like falling off a cliff, screaming.
It is great. I am going to scream it. Maybe that'll make it so. If I say pizza French fry, then maybe I will also pizza French fry, but she does not.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. It was like oh yeah, Terry Hatcher.
She's funny in this movie.
Hilarious.
She's funny.
Yeah, she's good. And so George, the son, finally like catches up on her social media, and he's like, "Oh, Mom, I'm embarrassed that you're a Chalet girl. Are you sure you want people to know that you're doing this?" And like he's worried about like the PR, or people like misconstruing that she's like poor. And his dad is also there, our hunk, and he is like,
that's Dan Payne.
Yeah, that's Dan Payne.
That guy.
Yeah, he's like, "Do you need money for like working? Like, why are you working?" He's like trying to give like tip her. She's like, "No, this is fun for me. Like, I'm having a great time." He just cannot understand it.
But he looks great doing it, though. Like being confused.
He looks great doing it. He has a great confused face and a great normal face. But I just didn't clock him as the hunk of the movie.
No, more than fair. Listen, more than fair.
I don't know why. He's been in a gay movie too, where he was gay.
Really?
So, yeah, he does it all. He's a good
About
actor.
that. What's that straw you're sucking on?
It's like a metal straw.
With this little dinker on top?
Yeah, my kids have those straws.
With the little dinker on top?
So,
Yeah.
so it doesn't hit your
No,
teeth.
I know I like it. I've just never seen that type of dinker on it.
I got them at the house.
Oh, it's so good.
It's a great
So
dinker.
good. My mom gave me
It's a
that
quality dinker.
But the movie's kind of just like clicking along. Like there's an old British lady. I don't really know what the heck she was doing there. I think she's Eric's mom or something. It's not important. We did learn that Eric's sister died in a skiing accident, but I guess it's not really important because I don't remember that at all. And like he's gonna take over the family business. So they have like a nice little moment about like being moms and having sons. Or
Why is she British again? Was there like she just is? Okay.
No, that's why I was
I didn't know if
confused.
I missed
like,
a backstory on her or not. Like, why is this British woman here?
It was a character choice.
Yeah, she's not actually British. She just said,
Right.
"Oh, I think when I read this script, this is here. I hear it through this voice.
She feels British. It feels British to me.
British
So,
sunflower.
Rubbish.
Yeah,
Bothered.
there's a whole thing with the Chalet girls being like mistreated at work, like not in a sexual harassment way, thank God, but more of like being a maid type of way. Like they can't eat in the dining room.
They're like second class citizens.
They are. It's like the other workers look down on them, and especially like they're not able to get into like the club or the dining area or whatever.
Hey,
like
guys, in the comment section, both Holly and Sheila, so two or more are gathered, have saying that this woman is not British, she is French. So you guys missed that entirely.
we did.
You guys are bad at accents.
Totally. But I am going to France, so I'll work
She
on
has
that.
like two scenes, so
Yeah, not important. But Terry Hatcher uses her social media for uses the perks of social media. She goes on a live and she's like, "I'm here live at." Oh, she didn't do it like a reporter. I just did it like a reporter. That would have been funny. She's like, "I'm here live at the dining place where they won't seat me because I'm a chalet girl.
And
But
she like
I'm gonna
puts
sit here."
the what would that a hostess, is that who seats you?
Yeah.
Won't let me in. Can you believe that? And just like shows her face, and she's like, I guess you can come in now. I didn't know.
Oh, this movie took a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, you didn't know what?
Yeah, you got to treat people like people. You can't just treat chalet girl people like they're not.
That's
people.
right. Chalet
Just
girls,
people-
justice for chalet girls.
Justice for
Hashtag
Chalet
it.
girls. That's right.
And then she tips the hostess $20, and she's like, "Sorry if I was coming off like a diva. I actually am, but I'm giving you $20." You know.
100%.
Got
That's
it.
Terry for you.
And her coworker is like super impressed, and she meets George, and then they fall in love. So that's our B love story. We get a mom montage, influencer montage where she's like doing household tips and cooking or whatever, and that's fun. Then there's a secret Santa at the chalet,
Duh.
and Terry Hatcher pulls Peter.
So all the
of course.
chalet girls draw a name?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I guess
yeah. Well, everyone.
the chalet girls aren't allowed in the dining room, but they are allowed to
do
be in the
se-
same
to
secret
Pay
Santa.
money for a secret Santa.
$50 minimum. $50 minimum.
$50 minimum.
Minimum.
Oh my gosh.
What do you guys do?
Talking about you have to spend at least $50?
Yeah, minimum $50. That's how I do it.
We don't really. We should do an office secret Santa. We've been talking about it. We've not done one though.
Maybe I should,
Well,
Patrick.
Yeah,
you can
$50
get
minimum.
me.
We can get. Yeah, that's right. I'll.
Oh.
But yeah, for sure.
oh great, yeah, because I'm the one paying $50.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
else
It's
gonna
not,
be
this is great for
$20.
me,
what
and
we'll
then
do is somehow
I'll get someone else.
we'll put everybody's name on one sheet and have Patrick draw it. I guess you got all four of us, Patrick. I don't know.
You guys, but that's the minimum. I could spend even more than that if I wanted
right.
to. Which
I know,
usually
that's
would.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would love for you to be my secret
What?
Santa.
What good could you get that's $50? You know.
Could you give me one of the ultralight things?
Oh yeah, I bought 2 on Black Friday just to like give to people because I'm like, this deal is amazing.
Is it good? Is it comfortable? Can you really sleep in it?
You're not supposed to sleep in it. It's only 10 minutes a
Oh,
day.
What is it? The
What's-
infrared thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. That we had
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
marathon.
Yeah. 10 minutes a day.
Yeah, but
keeps the wrinkles
I bought
away.
I bought a new one that looks even crazier. I can't wait to show you.
Oh boy.
Exciting.
It has so many more lights. Oh, and now they're advertising helmets to grow my hair with lasers.
Yeah. Laser
I
helmet.
don't
Duh.
know.
Yeah. We had that idea too.
Yeah.
Laser helmet. Yeah.
We
We're
didn't-
still
we didn't
working
think the
on it.
science was
It's in
there
the
yet.
back burner. Yeah. That's right.
I'm like, you guys can't say lasers do everything. You know, you got to pick.
Can't say lasers do.
Growing hair back.
You're right.
Seems like a
Works on the
stretch.
eyes.
You're right about that.
Yeah, right. You're like laser your eyes, laser your hair, laser your hair off, laser it on.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see if we can laser our way into a break. How about that? Lazy. Nailed it. So you might be wondering, Dan, when is Terry Hatcher and the wine guy, when are they going to start hanging out? Like
Is it Secret Santa?
Secret Santa.
That does
that's
it.
That's when it
Because
happens.
it seems like we're over halfway into this movie. Are we?
Oh yeah.
We're
yeah.
well into
we definitely
it.
are.
Okay.
We're
all
almost done at this point.
Yeah.
Holly says it's
So
Oh, no. It was a $20 max, not a $50 minimum, Patrick.
oh well, tomato.
Well,
The
it makes
Chalet-
a lot more
right?
sense that the Chalet girls have to spend under $20.
Yeah, the Chalet girls are $20 max. The regular folk are $50 minimum.
Nope. Switch
I
it.
mean, you're going.
Yeah,
you're going
no,
with
you got it.
the
$50,
dollar.
right. Yeah, that's right.
I wouldn't even accept a $20 Starbucks card. I'd like throw that back at you and say, "What am I going to get at Starbucks for $20? Are you
What
kidding me?"
I'm learning today is Patrick Serrano is independently wealthy. That is what I'm learning today.
I wish.
I mean, we've been flying that guy United down here from Chicago, sometimes not even direct, and he's just been taking it like a champ. But I know.
He has
I
a
know.
private jet.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to lower my carbon footprint. So
good. Yeah,
you know.
to keeping the
Good on
private
you.
jet in
Good
the
on
hangar.
you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it gets the Secret Santa. So
All
they're gonna start hanging out. They do some skiing.
Yes. They still do the skiing. It gets romantic. And then he like asks her out for like a dinner, and it's like a fancy 7-course.
Oh,
And
wow.
I
And-
like what happens here because she does this thing where she goes live and she's like, "What should I wear for this like thing?" And she pulls up this one outfit and this outfit, and then she ultimately lands on this nice like sweater dress thing, and he's like, "That's the one I voted for." The guy voted
boy.
for it on the live. Did you catch that one?
Voted for the it was a lot. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, which one should I do?
Yeah.
Vote this or that. And he's like, that's the one I wanted.
There you
Bingo
go.
bongo.
Yeah. And like as she's getting ready, like she gets like very vulnerable and like she talks about how like because like having her ex-husband around's been hard, and she's like, but I'm a survivor and all this stuff. And she's like, I don't want to do like tips and stuff. I want to be like myself on camera. So I'm gonna talk about things that matter to me. So that's really like good, like empowering. It felt good. Like it didn't feel like she's like just wanting to be an influencer to be famous. She's like, I want to like share my real
Of course.
with the people. So to the dinner. I'm skipping a bunch of stuff to go to the dinner. There's some stuff with the ex-husband that doesn't really matter. So Eric is like talking about the chalet and how he's going to inherit it and stuff, and he just casually like says a line, and he's like, I'm just here for like dinner and fun, implying like sex. And she's like, oh, really? Oh, you're here for dinner and fun? Well, that's really offensive to me, and I don't think you should be talking like that.
They both multiple times in this dinner, they tell the other person that they're overstepping. There's a couple of times
a boundary
where she like says, oh, like she's like clearly annoyed by what he said. It is a tension-filled dinner.
They both say that the other one's overstepping.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like, you're crossing a line, like you shouldn't comment on like, because he like talks trash about the husband, ex-husband,
calls him a
and
narcissist.
And she's like, whoa, he's like a guy, he's really hot, but yeah, I mean, he's trying his best. And she like excuses herself from the table. She's like, I gotta go, like this is not working for me. Like I thought we were having romantic banter, but this is not good. So Eric goes and talks to his mom, and they have like a little mother son
talk. Yes, that's it.
You got it.
Yeah.
And Terry Hatcher like goes back to her room, and she's getting messages from her ex-husband and from George, and she's like wondering like, what should I do? Like, should I like? It seems like my ex-husband's kind of like thinking I'm hot now that I'm a chalet girl.
Yeah.
I'm a chalet girl in a chalet world. Sorry, this.
Yes. So the next day, she's supposed to go skiing with her family, and she's very excited. That's why she's been training the skiing this whole time. But they end up ditching her. Like George goes off with the coworker, and the ex-husband is like, just totally leaves her on the slopes alone. And she skis down, and she's like, "What the heck? I thought we were skiing together." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Like you're always so stressed about things, and you always make things a bigger deal than they are." And she's like, okay, I'm not making the same mistake twice. Like, you're clear. I was envisioning a different day, and you're never going to give me that day. So I can't even believe I was thinking.
Didn't she see him like talking to another woman there too, or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah. He has a young girlfriend. So yeah, it's not like he's single. He's just like a two-time jerk.
Two-time jerk.
Mm.
He sure is.
Yeah.
So Terry rushes back to cook Christmas dinner because she's still the chalet girl, and her son and her coworker are there. They're all working together. And the coworker just got promoted to assistant manager, which is amazing. And Terry, since the fight, she hasn't talked to Eric, and he tells somebody he's going to France. Is that right?
There's a type of there's a misunderstanding.
the Beausoleil.
Yes,
the Beausoleil
I'm going to
wine.
Beausoleil.
Beausoleil classic.
And so she takes
Yeah.
that as he's leaving. And so
So-
what can you do?
Yeah, she rushes after him. She's like, wait. And then the car's pulling away. And she, instead of like, I don't know, doing something crazy. Well, maybe this could be crazy. She just starts making snowballs and like chucking them at the car to get it to stop, which I thought was pretty smart. And he stops and she's like, don't leave for France. I can't take that. And he's like, I'm not going to Beausoleil. I'm getting Beausoleil wine. I'm
Of
getting like
course.
French wine.
Classic.
And he's like, I would never leave you. Like, yeah, we had our differences and we had a tough conversation, but I want to make this work. And then they make out and they plan to spend many more Christmases together. And then they make out super hardcore. And that's the end of the
There
movie.
it
I'm
is.
also getting word it's Burgundy, and you both are saying Beausoleil, which, if that's the case, we may have to shut the podcast down.
I didn't write
It was some B word that is also
Beausoleil?
I haven't heard of
Somebody
any of
else
this.
says Bordeaux. We got a lot.
Oh, Bordeaux.
Bordeaux sounds
Maybe
right.
it's-
It was some B
Yeah,
word
Bridget.
that can be confused with going somewhere.
Beausoleil sounds like someone trying to sell me a used car.
Hi, my name's
Hi, I'm
Beausoleil.
Beausoleil. Come on down to Soleil Autos.
Beausoleil is French.
Hey,
But all of these, I think, are possibilities.
Yes.
So that's what we did.
I don't
Take it
know.
to the
I went to France and they had wine and they had a name and they all the regions
There you
had
go.
their own
Yeah,
name.
of course.
Patrick went to
Of course they
France
did.
and there is wine. So there you go.
Wow.
What more do you need? It's time to decide how we felt
Yeah.
about this movie. We either liked it, we are going to pour it up, or we're going to say we did not like it. Put a cork in it.
Yeah.
Dan goes first, right?
Yeah. This movie
Yeah.
sounds okay. It sounds like it's mediocre and fine. And when I heard Christmas at the Chalet, my eyes glazed over immediately, and I thought it was going to be boring. But it's a good idea to have someone as famous as Terry Hatcher doing that job and posting it everywhere. I think that idea is a contrast of style and star that tends to work. Having said that, I probably would have gotten bored with that gimmick 30 to 40 minutes in, so I'm still going to put a cork in it. But it's close. If I could let it breathe, I would. But this isn't a preview show, and I want to make sure I follow the rules. So I want to put a cork in it.
Okay, there you go. Bran, what are you thinking?
I will say, I think Terry Hatcher is a star in this movie. And without her, this movie is a bit of a turd, but she's great at it. She is like really fun. And when she's doing the vlogs, it's like really endearing. And, I really liked it. And I liked the not her ex-husband, but the guy she ends up hanging out with a lot. He's like really chill. I will say my biggest problem is that really tense dinner was really intense. And then by the end of the movie, it's not like a very long time from when that happens to where they're like, I want to give it a shot. And it's like, that was like the first time y'all went on a date like that's like with wine and stuff. And like y'all went like after each other. So like, I'm not convinced that they should, but I'll pour it up. Yeah.
Okay. It was a long way there, but you got there.
Without Hatcher, I think I'm putting
Yeah.
a cork in it.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. I think she makes the movie. Terry Hatcher could do no wrong. We know this. But for Lifetime, this was definitely the best Lifetime one so far.
Okay.
Wow.
By far. Like
Wow.
it's been a rough
Tough go of it.
season. And the laughing all the way also terrible.
Really?
Yeah, so it's been really bleak over at Lifetime. I think that's why they're pushing the sex scene so hard.
We have
So that they have-
sex.
It's happening.
I'm gonna go out.
History.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
like-
out on a limb and say it will be underwhelming. That's gonna be my prediction.
Oh,
on that.
For sure.
Please, I've seen a Lifetime sex scene. It is very very tame.
My response to
Okay.
it was, I bet the belts are gonna be real loud.
Yes,
Mike, those
totally.
belts
But
up,
yeah,
jingle
so-
bells,
Jingle bell, jingle bell,
jingle bells,
Jingle bells. I love it.
Yes, so I'm pouring it up based on everything else we've seen
Yes.
so far from Lifetime.
Wonderful. We're gonna be back next week with one that has a buzz to it. Ladies of the '80s, a Divas Christmas.
Yep.
Excited about that one. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow
As we always are.
with Candy Cane Lane. That'll be a lot of fun.
The Eddie
Excited
Murphy
about
Prime
that.
joint.
We're just keeping rolling here, everybody. We'll never take a day off ever again. Until then, may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast. Is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.